How you doing, bud? So I need a valve cover gasket for a 2003 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution.
It also boasts an onboard air compressor, and the small footprint makes it perfect for corners. This all-new entry-level unit burns number 2 to 90 weight, as well as synthetic oils, so you can stop burning money and start burning your waste oil instead.
I do have it in stock, $24.99.
And that comes with the tube gaskets as well? Spark plug tube gaskets?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, can you put that on the side? I'll be down there to pick it up.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome, thanks.
Yep, thank you.
Bye. Well, that was easy.
Perfect.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I made a video on the Evo, or just a video in general really, but today we're gonna do some work on the Evo. Valve cover gasket, got a new, not new, but just picked it up a couple weeks ago. Well, had the valve cover for like 3 months, but I just got it powder coated, you know, with the season, all that stuff going on. So picked up the valve cover just a couple days ago before Christmas. Got to install the baffles, so we got to do a couple parts runs, but for the most part we got everything we need. Well, this might be a two-part video because I also need an alternator, but the alternator won't be here till tomorrow. So I got the serpentine belt, got the starter, have the valve cover. Need to go pick up the valve cover gasket, and that's pretty much it. So without further ado, let's get this video started. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and do the starter real quick because that's pretty simple and easy. If you ever change the starter on an Evo, it's, I mean, you know where it's at. It's really easy, unlike DSM's where it's in the back under the intake manifold. But now with the Evos, it's all different, it's easy. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take off the bumper real quick and then do the starter. So, anyways, the starter is literally sits about right here, right where the turbo's at, but right below the turbo. So I'm gonna go ahead and going to disconnect the battery real quick. I have the battery in the trunk, as you can see, no battery here. Disconnect the battery real fast in the trunk, or wherever your battery's at, doesn't matter. Just make sure you disconnect the battery, the negative, and then we'll come back up front and jack the car up, and we'll go underneath. Alright, now, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of bait for this, but this is how it's going to do. My car's not very low anyways, and that jack is like brand new. I know it's brand new, but still, it can still fall. I don't have any jack stands. I do, but they're the older jack stands from Harbor Freight that failed and they say not to use them, so I mean, I might put one under just for reassurance, but I'm just going to go underneath and take out the old starter. Hopefully you don't have any broken bolt or anything stupid, and then put the new one in. Hopefully it works the way it's supposed to. Alright, so when changing your starter, you got two 14mm bolts, and then there is the positive wire that goes to the starter that I believe it's held on by either a 12 or a 13mm nut, not too sure. But I don't have a lot of light, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go underneath real quick, try to bang it out real fast, and then once I pull it out, I'll bring you guys down and I'll show you once I have everything said and done. That way I'm not messing with the camera so much, and then I'll walk you through it. It's fairly simple, but you'll get it. Alright, so I'm on a different camera now. The other one kind of died. So anyways, starter's in. As you can see, like I said, the old one here. Basically, starter sits exactly like that. You got a bolt underneath that goes this way. Transmission's obviously on this side, and then there's another 14mm long bolt that sits, but it goes in this way into the starter. So from this side of the transmission, it goes in that way. Take those two guys off, take off your power wire, your grounds, and all that good stuff, and then yeah, that's it. Reverse process, and it's back in. So the new one's in, starter's back on. Here's the car. Like I said, I'm going to make sure everything's good to go. Kind of move this stuff real quick. I'll go start it real quick and see if we get a difference. It might take a little while to start just for the fact that it's like 30 something degrees outside and the car is on E85 right now. So first forced. All right, I need to change maps. So if you don't know how to change maps on Evo, specifically like stock ECU, gas pedal to the floor, keys on, watch check engine light. You see it flashing fast, and then if you look right there, you see that little green light flashing. That indicates that I am on E85 map. Yeah, I am low on E85, but I'm not worried about it because I got 2 big barrels. So let's go ahead and give this thing a start and see what happens. Almost there, come on baby. And don't worry if you see no oil light. It's broken, just the switch, but I have the AEM, so you'll see fuel pressure, or oil pressure. So I know I got oil pressure, I'm not worried about it. I don't want to overheat the starter. But it's cold as hell out here. Come on, car. Come on. Get them cylinders hot enough to freaking ignite this fuel. This fuel is cold as hell. There we go. Oh, almost. Almost. A little backfire. There we go. That's my brother's Evo 8. It's an 05. But she's running. What's weird is with the old battery and old starter, the car would start, but because it's so cold and first startup, oil pressure. Anyways, the car would start, but like after, you know, a second or so, the car would just die. So I'm thinking, one, from a bad battery, two, having that spark, or not spark, but having that, what the hell is it called? The Allen key, having the Allen key stuck in between the starter like that, and I'm glad that nothing else popped, nothing else is worse than it is. But anyways, before the car would start and then it would die. Hasn't died yet, hopefully. I hope I don't jinx it, but I'm gonna let it warm up here for a second, and then as soon as it's warmed up, gonna head to the store, Napa, and get a valve cover gasket, because like I said, we just got the new valve cover. Gonna do all that stuff. It's powder coated, so what we got to do is we got to reinstall the baffles, and I'll show you guys all that process once we get to that point. Got to do the serpentine belt, but I'll probably wait till tomorrow to do the serpentine belt until I get the new alternator in. And what else? Oh, then we got to go to Ace Hardware, because we got to get the hardware for the valve cover to put the baffles back in. So right now we're just gonna let it start, let it warm up. I'm probably gonna go in and throw my other battery, or yeah, my other camera's battery on the charger, let that thing charge up for a little bit while we're out. For now, just gonna bring this camera. So if you see a difference in quality, the other camera is my T7i. Nothing, you know, it's my DSLR, but it has a wide angle lens. And then this is my Canon G7X. So you'll see the difference, how, you know, it's cropped and whatnot. But so I'm gonna go ahead and go do all that stuff, and then we'll come back, and when we get back, we can hopefully finish off the rest of this stuff. Kind of go from there. Hopefully we don't have any more starting issues with the car and all this other stuff. But before I turn all my accessories on, the heater, radio, headlights, fog lights, all that stuff, and the car would drop really low, or the car would just completely shut off. So, or even when the car gets fully operated, or temperature, the fans would turn on and the car would just die. So let's see what happens here. Go ahead and turn on some. Let's see. So here's my headlights. You see the idle change a little bit. Let's do the fog lights. Here's the fog lights. Put the radio face back on. Let's do source, tuner. Oh, let's see. Let's go through this real quick. Tuner. Oh man, I unplugged the battery and I gotta redo it. So there's that. Let's turn that down. It's turned on, but it's not super loud. And then, see, the air fuel ratio looks good so far. Oil pressure's good. Vacuum is okay. I can't turn the AC. I have to get a new damn cable. The cable on the backside broke, so it's stuck on heater, which is fine with me because it's literally winter time, and in here southern Utah it gets down to below zero and freezing with snow. So I'm gonna go, and even though it's not warm, car's not warm yet, but I'm gonna turn the starter or the heater on, and just to see what happens with the drawing power. So you've seen that again, the power draw. Just leave it on 1. See what happens. So it's warming up. 135,000 miles. So I made it to Napa. I'm pretty sure you guys were seeing on the way here like what was going on. So like the car kept boosting. I mean, you seen that? What was that? Almost 32 pounds of boost. And the reason for that is, so I was messing with the map the other day, and I had to adjust the boost controller. And I had to lower the boost controller because I just put a what is it? It's a 22-pound spring with a Turbo Smart wastegate on an Evo 9 turbo. So I mean, as you guys heard, as you can tell, when I get home, once we're done with everything, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adjust the boost controller again, and then bring it down and get some conservative boost back to like 26-ish, and kind of go from there. But right now, we're at Napa. Let's go inside. Let's get what we need and get back home and get this thing where it's supposed to go. Alright, so we got what we needed. It took a little bit longer, but we went a different route. These are going to be for installing the baffle plates. So I went with, let's see, this is a 1164 drill bit with a M5 by 0.80 metric tap. And then I got 40 of these because I got multiple valve covers that I'm doing. So let's get home and get this stuff done, taken care of. Alright guys, so now we're back in the garage. Got back from the store. So I only had to go to Napa, which is cool with me. M5 tap, and it requires an 1164 drill bit. You can see that. Come on. Alright, so the holes are drilled. Now we're just going to take the 5mm tap and tap away. Make sure you tap it as straight as possible. If not, it'll obviously not be 100%. Take your time when doing it too, that's for damn sure. Alright, so valve cover's done. I got the baffles back in. I went ahead and I used my grade 5, my titanium M5 hex or Allen key bolts, whatever you want to call them. We are going to replace the gasket, but for now we're just going to reuse this one. This one's only like maybe a month old, so don't leave no hate comments. I know, but like I said, I'm going to replace it tomorrow. I just want to put it on because I'm a little impatient. I want to see what it looks like. I need to use a different rag. That camera died again, so back to the G7X. Yeah, everything's back. Everything's good to go. I mean, it's a lot better in my opinion. Let me see if you can see that. The lighting really sucks in here, but yeah, I mean, a lot better in my opinion for sure when it comes to that factory style. So I got another one sitting right there. Gotta do that one. I'll do that one. But so there's I put some sealant in some of these little holes just to give a reassurance, I guess, and those have to cure within 24 hours. So I probably won't put the bolts on. I'll probably just leave it how it is. Tomorrow I can go get the new gasket. Well, shoot, I'm gonna have to drive the car, so I'm gonna have to put it on. Well, screw it. But yeah, so I'm probably just gonna end the video there. That's kind of a little walkthrough. I know this video is kind of janky all over the place, but you know, it is what it is. So I'll catch you guys next time, and yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna try to keep up on videos now that kind of get a little bit more sorted in, and kind of let you guys know more about what we're doing with innovation and whatnot. So stay tuned, and yeah, thanks for watching.